The big shift that we're seeing now is that digital has finally started to impact the consumer engagement as well. We sometimes underappreciate or underestimate the role that the way both the way CPG companies have embraced digital and the impact that digital has made on CPG companies. And the story is actually not new. The story is a few decades old. If you look at, let's look at legacy technology implementations. Let's look at if ERP is a form of digital transformation, CPG companies the world over were one of the first ones to have embraced ERP to streamline demand planning and therefore their manufacturing operations. And in fact, Britannia has been a pioneer in doing that. We've had some of the best implementations in the industry as far as demand forecasting is concerned, or let's say the SAP HANA implementation. So if you look at that, or if you even look at Salesforce automation, the CPG industry has been again a pioneer at embracing that. It's a 2-decade-old story now. And again, there Britannia has made huge advances. Now, the change that's happening is that digital transformation in CPG, if you look at the end-to-end supply chain or the value chain, digital transformation started at the back end with manufacturing operations and then moved into logistics and so on. I would say a decade and a half back, digital started to have a marked impact on how CPG companies started driving sales transformation. The big shift that we're seeing now is that digital has finally started to impact the consumer engagement as well in 3 different ways. Whether you look at the consumer engagement model, or if you look at how CPG companies can today read into trends and drive agile innovation, and finally even fulfill the consumer demand through e-commerce. So it's in a way it's been a complete end-to-end transformation for most CPG organizations. At Britannia, like I said, we started our journey with ensuring that we are getting digital to make our demand planning sophisticated, our manufacturing operations digitally driven. And then we got into this stage where we started driving sales transformation, and that has been a very, very successful implementation. And today, our complete sales force is very, very digitally savvy, both in terms of how orders get booked, how we look at data, how business trends get analyzed. It's really the spine around which the sales system runs. And over the last 1 to 2 years, the impetus has shifted to digital transformation within the marketing function. And that again has had an all-encompassing impact, right from how we read into trends and therefore develop product ideas to how we engage with consumers. And then we've been able to finally lay a foundation for a very successful e-commerce operation, which happens to be the fastest growing channel for us.